Okay, good evening everyone. It's 8 o'clock once again, no? So, I hope everyone is doing okay. At medyo maulan nga, no? Maulan nga Sunday. I don't know about there in your place, but here in Butuan City, it's actually raining, heavily since this afternoon and up to now, it's still raining. So, I hope everyone is doing great on a Sunday. I hope everyone was able to really recharge, relax, and probably, should I say, enjoy the time with the family. No? So I take this opportunity na lang na sundan agad yung training natin last night para may continuity. Actually, medyo mahaba-haba pa itong mga trainings natin. But don't you worry because progressive naman to eh. From time to time, balik-balikan lang po natin. And also, this is also recorded and this will also be available in the YouTube. So don't you worry, we will send you the link sa YouTube so that you can review it. And at the same time, if you have new agents with you, new partners, pwede niyong ma-share para kahit paano po pwede nila pakinggan on their own spare time. So doon sa mga hindi po nakarating ngayon, they can actually review it doon na lang sa YouTube. We will send you the link right after. Okay, so right now we will be talking about a simple guide in what we are going to do. Because the moment na nag-attend po kayo ng seminar, if you notice it, by the time na nag-attend po kayo ng seminar, right after that, medyo magulo, magulo yung utak natin kung ano ba talaga yung dapat natin gawin. And sometimes we tend to ask a lot of questions kung saan ako kukuha ng pwedeng i-post, saan ba ako magpo-post, ano ba yung gagawin ko, where do I go from here, what will be my next step. And those are the things actually na hindi naman talaga natin pwedeng i-offer agad-agad kasi hindi rin naman maintindihan. So it's gonna be a gradual learning process. As much as we do have our trainings, that will entail the development ng bawat isa sa atin dito. There will also be trainings that will be conducted by the developer side. So they will be talking about their projects. And sometimes also, they will also conduct some skills training, yung mga developers. So avail po natin yun. And also, everything actually is exposure lang muna ang gagawin natin. So expose yourself to the business, attend as many PKS as you can, and at the same time, if there are available site tours, please do attend site tours because you will really be able to appreciate the moment you actually look at the project. Okay? So, let's get it roll, no? Para hindi tayo gabihin kasi Monday pa naman bukas. Okay? Now, what you have here, na nasa harap nyo po actually, is a diagram that will somehow discuss the flow of the transaction. But if you notice it, in the diagram, everything begins with a prospect inquiry. So ibig sabihin, lahat po tayo ay mag-uumpisa po ng may prospect na nag-inquire po sa atin. But the challenge here, baba ko muna to para pag-usapan natin tong prospect inquiry. Okay. Yan. So yan. Okay, pag-usapan muna natin itong prospecting. I have a separate topic on prospecting actually, but para magkaroon lang po tayo ng perspective dun sa flow, wala po tayong magiging transaction if there are no prospects. I mean, bottom line, if walang nagtanong, walang nag-inquire, wala po tayong possible na benta. That's it. Now, most of the thing na gagawin po natin dito are actually involves in looking for prospects. Lahat ng investment na gagawin natin dito, lahat ng techniques, lahat ng skills, actually pertains to getting the prospect. Meron tayong tinatawag na Facebook ads. Now, kadalasan, we are very much exposed to Facebook. Kadalasan what we normally do is we post on the FB wall, FB page, FB group, FB marketplace. That's the usual thing na ginagawa po natin. Wala pong masama po doon. Those are actually free and very much available. However, meron pong mga technique and methodology na kailangan po nating sundin para magiging efficient at effective yung pag-a-advertise. Bottom line, si Facebook kasi, nandyan lahat in one place. Kasama na po doon ang hindi prospect, kasama din po ang prospect, bata, matanda, tamang-tama lang ang edad, everything is there. The moment mag-post po kayo, all of yung post na ginawa nyo po is totally available for everybody. Pero remember this one, hindi po lahat sa Facebook ay market po natin. Hindi po lahat nandyan sa Facebook na magtanong sa atin at mag-inquire sa atin will be qualified to avail of a housing project. So ibig sabihin, kailangan po nating i-filter, kailangan po nating i-dissect so that we will be able to know kung sino ba talaga ang dapat for the project. So Facebook ads, no, commonly ang tawag nito actually is yung FB boosting, but actually it's not FB boosting. Yung FB boosting po, mali-mali po yun. What you get in FB boosting are just simple likes and comments lang. But if you really intend to get the client, what you are going to do is Facebook ads. Okay? Kaya may available po tayo na tutorial program po dyan. Actually, na-share ko po yan sa mga group chat po natin. And also dun sa mga Facebook groups natin, na-share ko po yan. I would really encourage you enroll. Because it is important that we need to learn new skills. No? Importante po yun. Kadalasan kasi, tinitingnan natin na, ay, okay na to. Post lang ng post, makakabenta lang ako eventually. Yes, it could happen. But if you are going to take a look at it on the business perspective, remember na the longer na ikaw ay makakabenta, lugi po kayo sa oras po dyan. The faster na makakabenta ka, the faster you're going to make money. That's how simple it is. So if you are really a business person, a business-minded person, all you are going to think about is kailan ba ako makakabenta? And the way to do that is to learn it as fast as you can. Consider it as a tuition fee on your part the moment you're going to learn new things. Okay? Kasi, di ba, nag-aral ka, nag-kinder ka, nag-grade 1 ka, nag-high school, nag-college. Then after that, you end up looking for a job to be paid based on the salary that you're going to get. Ganon po dito rin po sa negosyo. Kailangan din po na you have to upgrade your skill. Whatever things na matutunan po ninyo, ang balik po dyan ay benta. Okay? So, with prospecting, dito po, number one role in prospecting. Number one role po dito, hindi naman sa prospecting kundi number one role po dito sa real estate is number one, you've got to be present at all times. Yung Facebook ko, yan po ay ihalintulad po natin sa isang tindahan. Now, for example, may utusan kayo na anak nyo na bumili ng mantika sa tindahan. And if yung anak mo pumunta doon sa tindahan at makita at ang dadatnan niya ay sarado po yung tindahan, the next thing na gagawin ng anak mo is pupunta siya sa susunod na tindahan na bukas. Pag utusan mo yan again, some other time, hindi na yan pupunta sa sirado na tindahan kung hindi pupunta yan sa bukas na tindahan. Meaning, if you want the people to know that you are actively doing the business, kailangan bukas yung tindahan mo. And this time, in the online world, ang tindahan po natin ay yung Facebook. So, kung si Facebook ang tindahan mo, dapat lahat ng mga tao dyan sa loob ng Facebook ay dapat ma-inform mo na ikaw ay nagbubukas ng tindahan mo. So, dapat makita kanila on a regular, daily basis. Remember, pag parati kang sirado, walang customer na pumupunta sa iyo. So, kailangan talagang bukas ka parati. In our case, how are you going to do that? You've got to be actively posting in your Facebook. Hindi po siya po pwedeng nag-post ka ngayon, bukas hindi. Bukas naman sa makalawa, ganun. Hindi po. It has to be in a regular, daily basis. Okay? Kasi ang goal mo ay i-inform yung community mo na nasa Facebook na malaman nila that you are actively doing the business. That's the goal. So, you should be actively involved in Facebook. Number two, if you want to really get and to be identified by the possible prospect or client, number one, you've got to put content in your Facebook that are worth na titingnan. So yung mga activity ninyo, kung nagsi-site tour ba kayo, nag-a-attend ba kayo ng mga PKS, nag-a-attend ba kayo ng mga training, dapat makikita po yan doon sa Facebook profile po natin. Because pag meron pong mga inquiries, titingnan po ni kliyente yan kung itong tao na ba na to is legit ba to. And the only way to know na legit ang tao na to, pag nakikita niya na kung ano yung mga ginagawa niya. Uy, okay pala to, active pala to siya kasi ayan o, nag-attend ng seminar, ayan, nakikita. So, all of your events, all of your activities, yung mga pinupuntahan ninyo, mga ina-attendan po ninyo na mga seminars, mga site tours, mag-picture po kayo, lagay nyo po sa Facebook, let everybody know that you are actively involved in Facebook. Okay, next. There are online selling platform that are available out there na pwede nyo magamit. Meron po tayong tinatawag na The Moody, meron pong Carousel, merong Profit, merong .property, at merong One Property. Ito po sila ay mga online selling website na pwede pong gamitin para i-promote yung mga project natin. In fact, bago po ako umalis ng Cagayan de Oro, I was chatting with Miss Charmelyn Yocte. And in that night, no, mga around 10 or 11 o'clock in the evening, nagbigay siya sa akin ng feedback na, Sir, nakabenta ako. Nakabenta daw siya. Imagine ha, 11 o'clock in the evening, nag-online reservation sila kasi may inquiry siya doon sa One Property. Ang nabenta niya, 2 kondo. Royal Ocean Crest sa Mactan at saka Royal Ocean Crest sa Panglao. Imagine, within that night, 11 o'clock in the evening, nakabenta siya ng 2 kondo gamit ang One Property. So, ito lang po, no? There are a lot of online selling platform available there. You just have to make use of it. Pag meron po kayong mga platform yan, lagyan yung project, mag-post kayo. Kasi pag hindi nyo po i-cultivate yan, hindi nyo po i-update yung mga post nyo, hindi rin po yan magbibigay ng mga leads or mga inquiry. Okay? So kung may profit, kung may One Property kayo, One Property is libre ha. One Property is free. Although merong mga boosting feature doon, pero libre siya. The only way that you're going to get more leads is you keep on posting. I-post mo, mag-refresh ka, mag-update ka ng mga photos, and please use original photos. Okay? Alam ko, nagka-copy and paste po tayo ng mga pictures, but it is very important po na you are going to use original photos. Kaya I always encourage everybody to go on the project site and take the photo yourself. Okay? Or if possible, kasi sa profit po, sa One Property, you can actually upload videos at the same time. So if it's possible, you get a video. Sanayin niyo po yung sarili niyo na humarap po sa camera. Okay? Sanayin niyo po yung sarili niyo na humarap po kayo sa camera. It would really make a big difference. Audience nowadays prefer interactive. Preferred po nila na somehow nagsasalita na. So the only way to go is actually video. Okay? So we invest so much on getting the prospect. Kasi kung wala po tayong prospect, wala po tayong possible na benta. Lahat po ng investment natin, lahat po ng ginagawa natin only for the reason na makakuha po tayo ng prospect. Pag walang prospect, wala pong benta. Saka pa po tayo magkakaroon po ng possibility of closing a sale. Okay. Let's get back. Okay, ito po. Let's go back to the diagram. Okay. Ayan po, nakikita nyo po sa screen, prospect inquiry. Kung ikaw ay bago sa negosyo na to, pag mayroong prospect, there are times na mararatel po kayo. Kasi natural po yan. Hindi nyo po alam kung paano po siya i-handle. Ito lang po yung piece of advice. Be calm. Have the presence of mind. If ever meron pong prospect na nagtanong po sa inyo or nag-inquire, dyan po sa Facebook or nag-chat po sila sa inyo. Okay. Now, remember this one. Okay, remember this one. Nagtanong si kliyente, si prospect, kasi hindi sapat ang nalalaman niya tungkol sa project. Okay, ha? Remember this. Nagtanong si kliyente or si prospect kasi hindi sapat ang nalalaman niya about the project. But it doesn't mean na wala siyang alam sa project. Meron siyang alam, but konti lang. Okay? That's the reason why he's asking. Now, hindi po lahat ng tanong ng prospect, the moment nag-inquire po sa inyo, ay valid questions. That is the reason why you are going to filter and dissect the question. Begin with asking preferred location. Because in real estate, it's all about location, location, location. The reason why maghanap ang isang tao is first and foremost, naghanap siya on a specific location. So, by the time na meron pong magtanong, you ask, simple na sagot lang. Sir, this is Geoffrey. Thank you for your inquiry. May I know if you have preferred location na gusto niyo po sa housing project? Alam ko nag-respond siya sa advertisement mo. But you just have to make it sure na yan ba talaga ang project na gusto niya. Because the reason why nag-respond siya dyan, take note here, listen. The reason why nag-respond siya sa ads mo sa Facebook, one thing I am certain is because na-attract siya dun sa presyo or na-attract siya dun sa forma ng bahay. Yun lang. Hindi po niya tiningnan ang detalye kung saan ba nakalocate ang bahay na yan or yung condo na yan. Akala niya na pag nagtanong siya, yung bahay na yan na nakita niya or condo na nakita niya is available everywhere. Okay ha? Yun ang mindset ng buyer. Akala niya yung condo or bahay na nakita niya sa advertisement mo ay available everywhere. So ngayon nag-validate ka. Sir, ma'am, I am Geoffrey. Thank you for your inquiry. May I know your preferred location for a certain project? So let's say for example, sasagot siya sa iyo na, Geoffrey, wala ba kayong project dyan sa Bacolod City? So ngayon, ikaw yung agent. Ang laki kaya ng Bacolod, di ba? Sobrang laki ng Bacolod. Saan banda sa Bacolod? Now, if you're an agent, I want you to use not barangays, not districts or whatever, but I want you to use landmarks. I want you to use landmarks. Okay? Because landmarks oftentimes serves as a point of reference. Okay? Although alam natin na yung landmark na yan, na nasa barangay na yan, but it would be easy to identify and remember and to picture it out if you are going to talk about landmarks. Sabihin na lang natin, balikan natin yung tanong na sinagot niya na gusto niya ng property na nasa Bacolod City. Na ngayon, ikaw yung agent and you wanted to filter it, you're going to ask, Sir, ma'am, saan po ba banda sa Bacolod City? Malapit po ba sa SM City? Or malapit po ba doon sa bagong government center natin? The reason, ito remember this one. When you ask, offer options para mas madali niyang ma-quantify kung saan banda. Kung narinig niyo po yung sinabi ko na saan po ba banda, ma'am? Sa SM po ba or sa may new government center? Nakita niyo opposite direction. The reason why I asked that or I said that is because I wanted to know kung saan ba banda, either north or south or east or west. Ayun po yung point. Okay? Pag sinabi niya na, ay wala ka bang malapit diyan sa SM City? Or wala ka bang malapit diyan sa government center? Ay ngayon mag-iisip ka. Kasi alam mo government center nasa barangay na yan. So ngayon makikita mo na, titingnan mo na ngayon ang mga projects within 5-kilometer radius. Okay? 5-kilometer radius. Okay. Bakit 5-kilometer radius? Kasi ano yan Bakit 5-kilometer radius? The reason why 5-kilometer radius because ang mga rota ng mga jeepneys natin, mga public transportation natin ay within 5-kilometer radius po yan. Okay? Nationwide. Nung gumawa po ang national government natin ng mga ruta ng mga jeepney on a minimum of 5-kilometer radius po yan. So ang ibig sabihin, kung may project within 5-kilometer radius doon sa sinabi na landmark, ibig sabihin, passable by public transportation. Okay? Nakuha nyo? Passable by public transportation ang project na yan. So ngayon, alam mo na yan ang tumbok mo na lugar at ngayon, mag-iisip ka na kung ano ang mga project na nandyan sa area na yan. Ang next na itatanong mo ni client is, Ma'am, ano po ba yung mga type of investment na kinakonsider po ninyo dito? Condominium po ba? Or bahay po? Okay, kasi dalawang option yan eh. Condo at saka bahay. No, ngayon, hindi mo kasi alam kung ano yung preference niya. Malay mo, baka condo ang hinahanap niya kasi parerentahan niya. Or malay mo, bahay ang hanap niya kasi lilipat talaga sila. Or baka ang gusto niya both kasi gusto niya titingnan kung alin ba ang mas favorable sa kanya kung nais niyang magparenta ng property. So you've got to ask what are the type of investment na nasa mind ni buyer. O ngayon mag-iisip si buyer. Nagbigay ka ng option eh, bahay ba or condo. So ngayon magre-respond siya according doon sa tanong mo na bahay or condo. So pag sinabi niya na wala bang condo diyan? So ngayon alam mo na ano yung hahanapin mo. Condo pala ang hinahanap niya. Okay. The next question that you're going to ask is actually budget. Now, when you ask for budget, this is very sensitive. No? Hindi ka naman pwede kasing magtanong kung magkano yung sweldo mo. No? Nako, pag gagawin mo yan, masasampal ka. No? Iwasan niyo pong magtanong kung magkano yung sweldo. So never ask that. On the other hand, ang the way po na magtanong, ay ito po, Ma'am, Sir, mawalang galang na po, magkano po ba yung siniset aside nyo na budget every month para po sa project na bahay na to? So, take note ha, nagtanong ka kung magkano ang siniset aside niya na budget every month. Bakit? The reason why every month ang pagtanong mo kasi wala namang taong nagbabudget yearly. Bakit kayo sa bahay nagbabudget ba kayo yearly? 'Di ba ang budget pagbabudget natin is actually monthly po tayo nagbabudget. Okay? Minsan nga nagbabudget tayo on a per payday basis, 'di ba? Yun po yung the way we do budgets per payday basis. We don't do budget on a monthly basis. So ngayon, you ask it on a monthly basis para alam mo na ito yung more or less kaya niya. Now, the moment you know na ito yung kaya niya, this time na-filter mo na ang mga possible project na i-offer mo according doon sa budget na sinasabi niya on a monthly basis. Kaya nga, sometimes, we are tempted to offer a lot of project to a certain buyer na in the first place, hindi naman talaga fit doon sa budget niya. So it is best to ask kung ano ba yung fit talaga sa budget niya, kung ano ba yung magkano ba talaga yung budget na nilalaan niya para he or she will have or ikaw mismo, you will have the idea kung alin ba dito sa mga project options na meron ako na pwede kong i-offer para sa kanya. Na, kung titingnan, magiging swak talaga doon sa budget. Okay? Kasi hindi po common nagtanong ay bahala ka na i-offer ng offer dyan. No, hindi po. Hindi po ganun. Pag hindi nyo po maayos ang pagtatanong, you will end up wasting your time attending to an inquiry na in the first place hindi naman qualified. Okay? Remember, marami po tayong gawain. Marami po kayong mga dapat gawin. Marami pa kayong aatinan ng mga PKS, mga site tour, tapos magsasayang ka lang ng oras sa isang inquiry na hindi mo na-validate at sugod lang ng sugod at eventually only to find out that he is not actually qualified or hindi yun ang hinahanap niya. Okay? The moment meron ka na sa mga information na yan, kaya mag-ready talaga kayo ng notebook. Don't trust your memory. Isulat nyo habang kinakausap nyo po si buyer. By the way, paalala lang po, pag meron pong mag-inquire, meron pong magtanong, don't stay in the chat room. Huwag kayong mag-usap dyan sa chat. The best way to do it is you call. Mag-usap talaga kayo sa telepono or kaya sa messenger o kaya sa Viber or WhatsApp. In any form, marami na pong means to communicate. mag-usap kayo. It is different talaga pag nag-usap kayo because mararamdaman mo at makapture mo talaga kung ano talaga yung gusto niya. Compare doon sa nag-chat-chat-chat lang po kayo. Okay? So take note ha, call. Because nandyan po sa call na yan, ang tinatawag po natin na engagement. So ibig sabihin, meron na po kayong initial contact na nangyari. So pag nangyari po yan na meron na po kayong engagement, si client at saka ikaw ay magkakaroon po ng tinatawag natin na initial touchdown ng relationship nyo, business relationship. Kaya mahirap o kung hindi man siya mahirap, medyo loose talaga ang relationship, ang business relationship if mananatili po kayo sa chat box na magchat-chat-chat lang po kayo dyan. Iba po yung nag-usap kayo. Remember guys marami po ang agent na nasa labas. Hindi lang po tayo ang kinakausap ng prospect mo. Malamang yung prospect mo ay may kinakausap siya ng ibang agent. Pag hindi ka nakapag-touch base sa kanya na nag-usap talaga kayo, tapos yung isang ahente sa ibang realty ang nakausap niya, maniwala ka at sa hindi magre-reserve sa iyo yan. Pupunta yan doon sa nakausap talaga niya. So, if you have an inquiry, talk. Then ask this question while you are talking. Of course, magpaalam ka. Ma'am, sir, it would be best for me to know your to know the project na mai-offer ko. Pwede po ba kayong matawagan? Ask it politely. Okay. The moment you have the information, now saan ka pupunta? Okay, ito po. Punta po kayo sa mga team group chat po ninyo. Di ba may mga team group chat tayo? Punta kayo sa team group chat. Minsan kasi nasanay tayo ng PM-PM eh. Ako ay totally discouraged dun sa PM-PM. You go to the group chat, team group chat. Alam mo bakit? Doon sa team group chat, nandyan si upline. Okay ha? Diyan sa team group chat, nandyan si upline. Nandyan ang kasamahan natin ng mga agent. Nandyan hindi lang si upline, pati na rin si consultant, si manager, at saka si supervisor. In short, marami ang nandyan sa group chat ang may alam. At yung tanong mo, baka merong may alam dyan sa loob ng group chat. Pag ikaw ay nag-PM, sa sobrang dami natin ng group chat, malamang hindi po manotice agad-agad yan. Okay? So kung gusto mong manotice agad, go to the group chat. Doon tayo mag-usap. Kasi yun ang avenue para makita na rin ng iba just in case merong similar questions. Okay? So doon sa group chat, doon tayo hihingi ng assistance kung ano bang project na itong location, ito yung budget, ito yung type of investment na hinahanap na buyer. So once na magtanong ka dyan sa group chat, syempre, nandyan si consultant, may mga suggestions yan kung anong project ang i-offer. So ang gawin mo, okay, listen carefully, ang gawin mo, magpa-add ka sa group chat ng developer na yan. Okay? Nag-usap kayo sa group chat, team group chat. Let's say for example, team top notcher, team dreamer, maraming team maraming team. Nag-usap kayo dyan. Merong mga recommendations, merong mga suggestions sa mga kasamahan natin ng mga agent. Kung ano po yung mga recommendations nila at suggestion nila, you ask them na magpa-add sa group chat ng developer na yan just in case wala ka pa doon sa group chat. Okay? Now, the reason why you ask na magpa-add doon sa group chat ng developer na yan is for you to be able to keep in touch with the marketing officer ng developer na yan. Okay? Again remember, the reason kung bakit ka nagpa-add sa group chat ng developer na yan para makausap mo ang marketing officer ng developer na yan. Okay. Yes, may mga BDMs tayo na that will help you and facilitate you. But if you want some real-time answers, the best person to contact is actually the marketing officer. Okay? Nandoon yung updated inventory. Nandun yung updated computation at kahit ano yung gusto mong pwedeng itanong kung merong mga specific questions si buyer, si marketing officer ng developer has the answer to that question. Okay? But still, in cases na busy yung marketing officer ng developer, nandiyan naman si BDM natin na aalalay sa iyo if in case merong BDM ang project na yan. Okay? So ito po yung flow. Pag alam mo na, nasa group chat ka na, nakakausap mo na ang BDM at saka marketing officer. So dito, kunin mo lahat ng information with regards to that project. So ngayon, pag nakuha mo na, balikan mo na si client na nagtanong sa iyo. Okay? Balikan mo na si client na nagtanong sa iyo at hindi mo lang basta ibigay yung binigay nila, kundi i-explain mo rin. Okay? Yes, nasanay na kasi tayo ngayon na send lang sa messenger eh. Okay, that's fine. But I think we still need to explain. Okay? Kasi hindi nila naiintindihan yan. Yung document na nakita natin, na expose tayo, nag-attend tayo ng PKS, naiintindihan natin yon. Pero sila na hindi nag-attend ng PKS, hindi nila maintindihan yan. So, when you send some information, make sure that you are going also to explain the information na pinadala mo. Hindi mo lang basta nag-send ka lang dyan sa messenger. Diba? Kasi it will not make any sense actually. Diba? Kahit sendan mo pa yan na saan katutak na mga information, pag hindi mo yan i-explain, it doesn't make any sense at all. Okay? So, by the time na mag-send, sabihan mo siya na, ma'am, is it okay if I gonna call you? I'm just going to explain some few details of the information that I have sent you. Ganun lang. Okay? So, more or less, no, nagkaka-idea na kayo ngayon pag meron po kayong inquiry. But again, sabi ko pa nga, pag walang inquiry, ito lahat na itong pinag-usapan natin, wala to. So, you invest more on getting the inquiries, getting the leads, actually. Okay, ha? So next, let's go to the price list. Now, ito po yung sinabi ko yesterday that we're gonna be talking about price list. Okay. Ang price list ho, nandyan na po lahat ng mga information that are relevant doon sa kliyente. Okay. Now, ito po ay sample price list ng Sibulan Master. Iba-ibang developer, iba-iba po ang forma ng mga price list. Pero ang mga content po niyan ay most likely the same. Okay ha? Ulitin ko. Iba-ibang developer, iba-iba po ang format ng mga price list po nila. But one thing I am sure, the content remains the same. Most likely. Okay. Now, let's go to the first part. In the price list, naka-indicate na po dyan ang unit, ang type, ang area, ang block, or lot number. Ayan o, nakikita nyo. I don't know if it's readable, but what I'm trying to emphasize here, in the price list, there are portions there na i-describe ang unit. Anong type? Kung house and lot ba yan or condominium ba yan? Kung house and lot yan, ano yan? Row house, townhouse, single detached, i-describe yan. Kung anong block at lot number, i-describe din po yan. So in short, you will know kung anong project, anong unit, anong type ang meron po dyan by looking at the price list pa lang. Next segment. In the price list, nandyan din po yung presyo. Total contract price. Kung mayroong mga transfer fees or miscellaneous fees. Okay? Others are using miscellaneous fees. Others naman are using transfer fees. Either name, they are the same. Either miscellaneous fees or transfer fees, they are the same. Kasi ito po yung amount of money na ginagamit para pang-transfer ng titulo. Okay. Now, ayan no, nakikita natin dito sa sample ng Sibulan Master, may list price, may transfer charges or transfer fees. Ang total ng dalawa na yan, yan ang total contract price. Dito sa Sibulan Master, nakadetalye siya. It is because gusto ni Sibulan Master makita ng mga agent na ito yung list price kasi ang list price ang pagbabasihan ng komisyon. Kasi yung transfer fees na yan, hindi naman napupunta sa developer yan, napupunta yan sa BIR. Okay? So, hindi contract price ang pagbabasihan ng komisyon, kundi list price. Okay? Now, on the other hand, makikita rin po natin sa segment na to ang reservation fee. Diba? Pag nag-site tour po kayo, nag-tripping kayo, interested si buyer na kukuha ng property, diba? Ang next na step na gagawin natin ay mag-reserve. At dahil mag-reserve, dapat alam po natin kung magkano ang reservation fee. Kasi napakapangit din naman pag decided na si buyer or si client na kukuha ng property tapos ikaw itong hindi alam kung magkano yung reservation fee. O di ba? Hindi katawa-tawa naman, no? Ikaw yung nagbebenta tapos hindi mo alam kung magkano yung reservation fee. So nandyan po yan sa price list. Okay? Now, the next portion actually will talk about loans. Okay. Now, dito po, makikita po ninyo payment options. Nandyan po yung itemization ng equity, ilang months, amount, at magkano monthly. Makikita niyo rin po dyan sa portion na yan ang loanable amount. So magkano ba ang amount na ilo-loan sa Pag-ibig or ilo-loan sa bangko? Okay? So nandyan po yan lahat yan. Naka-itemize po yan. And the only thing that you're going to do is you have to take a look at it na, uy, ang equity pala nito is 40 months to pay at ito yung monthly. Oh. So, madali lang i-compute. Monthly times 40 months, o yan ang total equity. Ay, ang balance pala, ito yung ilo-loan sa Pag-ibig or sa bangko. Ay, ito pala yung magiging monthly nito. Oh, di ba? Nandyan yan sa price list. Okay? So, in short, learn to familiarize the price list. Okay? Learn to familiarize the price list. Alam niyo po, dito po sa negosyo natin, we need to learn and learn and learn and learn and learn every time na nag-a-attend po tayo ng mga PKS. Don't just sit there tapos maghintay kung kailan mag-serve ng snacks. Ha? Umupo ka dyan, absorb as much as possible that you need to absorb. Then when you go home, you read it again and study it again. Okay? So that it will be absorbed. Okay? Hindi po siya maa-absorb yan lahat, lalo na pag marami ka nang naatinan ng mga PKS. Okay? Pero don't you worry. The secret in learning is just repetition. You just have to listen to it over and over and over and over again. Wag na wag po talaga ninyong isipin na magaling ka na. Wag na wag mong iisipin na alam mo na. Yang mga sakit na yan na alam ko na yan, okay na ako, kabisado ko na yan. Pag dumating sa isipan mo yan, ito lang po yung masasabi ko sa iyo. Lagot kang bata ka. Mag-uumpisa na ang pagbagsak mo. Kasi ang person na hindi mag-grow ay yung tao na hindi nagli-learn every single day. I've been in the business for 12 years. Even up to today, I'm still learning. Even up to today, if my time permits, I attend site tours. If my time permits, I attend PKS. For what reason? Because I need to be refreshed. I need to know and be updated. You will never grow if you tell to yourself na alam ko na yan. Yung statement na yan na alam ko na yan, para sa akin, sakit yan eh. Sakit yan. So, be careful. Be careful. Always have the heart of a learner. Always have a heart of a learner. You will never miss anything if you are a learner at all times. Okay? So, price list. Ngayon, I don't know if the developers are giving you hard copy price list, but most of the time, they already give you a soft copy price list. So that's okay. You can save that on your phone, on your tablet, or on your iPad, or in your laptop. By all means, just have a copy. By all means, just have a copy. Siguro ang mga developers ngayon ay digital na rin. So that's okay. Either way, you still have the information. Okay? Next. Ito, importante ito. Payment to move-in timeline. Okay. Kasi marami pong magtatanong sa'yo, kailan ba ako magto-turnover? Kailan ba ako makapaglipat sa bago kong condominium or sa bago kong bahay? It has always been a question every time the moment na meron kang mga inquiries. Okay? At minsan, nababasa ko po dun sa mga group chats natin, ay minsan ay nagtatanong kung kailan ang possible ng mga turnovers. I'll give you a secret kung hindi nyo po alam kailan ang turnover. I'll give you a secret on how you're going to know, no, kung paano mo malaman kung kailan ang magiging targeted turnover. Just in case lang ba? Just in case wala kang mapagtanungan at just in case gabi na at wala nang sasagot sa iyo, and you need to answer your client, rough estimate, I'll give you an idea on how are you going to answer that. Okay? By just reading the information down the line. Okay. Ito po. Eyes on the screen, please. Now, I divided the transaction into 3 segments. Okay? The reservation segment, the payment of equity segment, and the loan takeout segment. So, 3 segment po yan. Now, let's talk about the reservation. The moment ang buyer ay nag-decide na bibili sa iyo, of course, ang unang execution ay reservation. Ang reservation na po na yan ay valid for 30 days. Non-refundable. May mga developer non-refundable, non-transferable. May mga developer din na iilan na pwede silang ipag-transfer. Pero most common, non-refundable and non-transferable. Okay ha? Most common, non-refundable and non-transferable. Valid for 30 days po yan. Ibig sabihin, pag nag-reserve ka ngayon, 30 days after, mag-start ka na ng payment ng down payment mo or equity. Okay? So hindi po yan po pwede na mag-reserve ngayon tapos magbabayad next year. Ma'am, pwede po ba ako mag-reserve tapos magbayad na lang ako next year na ako mag-start? Hindi pwede yan. No? The moment mag-reserve, 30 days after, payment begins. Okay? For the down payment or for the equity. Okay. During the reservation, merong mga dokumento na hihingin ang developer. May mga developer na reservation pa lang gusto na nila kompleto agad. Merong mga ganon. So the best way to know is just to ask the developer. Meron ding mga developer na okay lang sila, ID lang. Tapos lahat ng documents ay to follow. Merong mga ganon. Okay. The best way to know is just simply to ask. Okay? But, ito yung recommendation. It would be nice if bigyan mo na lang ng list of requirements si client, baka meron siyang available documents dyan, bitbitin na niya para kukonti na lang ang kailangan i-comply. Okay? May isang topic din po tayo with regards to requirements. No? Hindi natin pag-uusapan ngayon ang details kung ano itong mga requirements. Meron tayong isang training dyan na we will be talking about requirements lang. Okay. Now, sabi ko pa nga, may mga developer na ID okay lang. May mga developer na dapat kompleto lahat. But as a matter of recommendation, I would suggest, pag nakaset na kayo na mag-reservation, just give the client the list of the requirements na lahat na kailangan. Inform mo lang siya na, ma'am, just bring whatever is available there. Para kukonti na lang ang kulang natin isubmit. Okay. Now let's go to the next stage, to the next arrow, payment of equity or down payment. Now the term of the equity from 1 month to 48 months. As far as nakikita ko ngayon, may mga 48 months to pay na ng mga equity. Si Bulan Master, 44, 48 eh. Di ba? Medyo mahaba-haba na rin. May 1 month, may 2 months, may 1 year, may 6 months. It depends on the developer. But what is the value or relevance of the payment terms of the equity? Okay, ito po yun guys. Una, may payment terms para magiging magaan. Okay, ha? Para hindi po tayo ma-mix up. Yes, ang developer, nag-isip siya na gawa tayo ng payment terms para sa payment ng equity para maging magaan po sa buyer. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But actually, yung period na payment ng equity or down payment, yan din po ang construction period ng project. Ibig sabihin, pag ang equity is 48 months, let's say for example, if ang equity is 48 months, ibig sabihin, the completion of the project is within 48 months. So within, ang sinabi ko within. So meaning, it could be within 48 months or it could be earlier than 48 months. Okay? Klaro po ba tayo? Pag sinabi dyan sa equity, nakita mo yan sa price list na, uy, equity, 24 months to pay. Ibig sabihin, ang construction period ng property na yan is within 24 months duration. Okay? So, pag magtanong si client or si prospect buyer, kailan ba ang magiging turnover nito, Ma'am Arlene? Ang sagot mo, Ma'am, ang turnover po niyan is within 24 months period. Paano mo nalaman? Because ang 24 months na payment terms, yan din po ang construction period. That is the reason why ang mga RFO na mga units, short term na lang po ang equity. Kasi nandyan na ang bahay. Ulitin ko ha, ang mga RFO units, short-term equity na lang. Kasi kung tutuusin, cash talaga ang equity niyan. Kasi nandyan na po ang bahay. Hindi kasi ma-approve, hindi kasi ma-loan takeout or ma-release ang loan. Pwede siya ma-approve actually. But hindi ma-release ang loan kung hindi pa po tapos ang unit. Ruling na ha? Ruling yan ha? Regulation yan. Sabi ng batas natin, hindi pwedeng i-release ang loan kung hindi kompleto ang bahay or ang condominium. That explains na yung payment period ng equity will speak of the turnover. Bakit? Kasi hindi po makapag-loan takeout kung hindi po tapos ang bahay or condominium. Pag-i-inspection pa po si Pag-ibig or si bangko kung totoo bang tapos na po yung unit na yan, sa kanila i-release ang loan proceeds. Okay? So, that speaks of the construction at the same time. So ngayon, masagot mo na. Diba? Masagot mo na kung kailan ba yung turnover or target turnover ng project na yan. Okay? Now, within the duration of reservation to the middle of payment of equity, dito po mangyayari ang signing of documents or contract to sell. Okay, dyan po mangyayari, di ba, may contract to sell. In the middle of payment of the equity, from the submission to the middle of payment, dyan po mangyayari ang signing of contracts. Half of the payment ng equity, diyan din po mag-uumpisa si developer na manghingi na po sa mga dokumento na kakailanganin para sa loan. In that period, in the middle of payment of equity, the developer right now will start or begin processing the loan. Kaya nanghihingi na po sila ng mga additional na mga requirements, mga documents na kailangan i-produce. Hinihingi na po nila yan because they are going to start submitting it either to Pag-ibig or to the bank. Now, Pag-ibig or bank can now start processing, evaluate, check on the documents, and proceed with the approval. Okay. Si Pag-ibig at saka si Bangko can now proceed with the approval based on the documents na na-submit na. Pero hindi pa po siya ma-take out hanggat yung bahay na yan or condominium na yan ay tapos na. Kailangan talaga tapos na. Okay. Pag natapos na, pwede na mag-loan take out. Merong isang papel na kailangan i-execute ni client together with agent para ma-loan takeout. Yung pinag-usapan natin kahapon na punch list. Okay? Di ba? Nag-usap tayo kahapon, kung naalala po ninyo, punch list, mga listahan ng mga items na nasa bahay na yan, at isa-isang i-check po yan. Pag okay na ni buyer, tatanggapin niya, in good condition, pipirmahan niya, ibig sabihin, na-receive na niya ang unit in perfect shape. Yun po yung point po doon. Yung papel na yon, yung tinatawag na punch list, isusubmiti na ngayon yan ni developer doon sa Pag-ibig or kaya sa bangko para mag-inform kay Pag-ibig at saka kay bangko na, bangko, Pag-ibig, okay na ang unit, na-check na po ni buyer at okay na si buyer sa unit niya. Ito po ang dokumento na magpapatunay na okay na po si buyer. Ngayon, pagtanggap ni bangko or ni Pag-ibig, pupuntahan nila yung unit at i-check nila kung totoong nandyan na talaga. Pag na-validate na nila, nakita nila na nandyan na, okay na lahat, saka pa nila i-release yung pera papunta kay developer. Pag na-loan take out, okay, ito yung word ha, pag na-release yung pera, ang ibig sabihin, loan take out po yun. Pag nangyari na po yan, ang next na mangyayari po ay mag-move in na si client. Papalakpak ka na dyan. Okay? Na-release na ang pera, bayad na ang unit. Ngayon, mag-move in na si buyer. Okay? Of course, may mga move-in fees yan, pangkabit ng kurente at saka tubig. But the fact of the matter, maglilipat na po si buyer. Okay? So, kung may magtanong kailan siya mag-move in, after loan takeout talaga yan. Okay? After loan takeout. So, okay. Are we clear? Sige daw. I will entertain question dito para at least bago tayo mag-proceed. Kasi ito yung ano ito, ma-encounter talaga nyo to Do you have any questions? Kung meron kayong question dyan. Kung nahiya kayo, type nyo po dyan.
Sir, kaya pala ang
Yes,
tagal pag... Sir,
Sige dyan.
kaya pala pag nagtanong yung client, bakit ang tagal? Yun pala, kailangan pala titingnan muna ni Pag-ibig yung bahay na tapos na pala, no?
Yes, kailangan niyang
Oo.
i-validate yan
Oo.
bago niya i-release ang
Yeah.
pera. So ito yung buong procedure. Ha? Any more question? Yung mga newbies po natin mula sa Bacolod, sa Dumaguete, sa Cagayan, o diyan sa Cebu, may mga newbies po tayo diyan. You ask, no, para at least masagot po natin because this is very important. Yes, Josie.
What if pre-selling house, sir?
The same. Kahit pre-selling, kahit pre-selling, Josie, ang ibig sabihin ng pre-selling is wala pa ang bahay Kaya nga merong equity, payment of equity kasi yung payment of equity, yan ang period na i-build ang unit. So ito, it doesn't matter kung pre-selling or RFO. Kasi ayan tingnan mo sa screen. Ang payment of equity, ito po yung construction period ng project. Kaya sinabi ni developer na 24 months equity. Pre-selling tayo, 24 months equity. Anong ibig sabihin nun? Pre-selling, wala pang bahay, pero within 24 months, matatapos ang bahay na yan. Yan ang ibig sabihin ng diagram na to. So kahit pre-selling, it doesn't matter. Makikita ng buyer mo na, ito palang habang nagbabayad ako ng equity, ito rin yung point na nagde-develop din po si developer. Just in time na matatapos akong magbayad ng equity, tapos na rin yung bahay ko. Kasi hindi sila babayaran ni Pag-ibig at ni bangko hanggat hindi matapos din yung unit. So, with your question, Josie, kung pre-selling, doesn't matter. Pag reserve niya, wala pang bahay, magbabayad pa siya ng equity. Kung ilang months yung equity, yaan din ang months na itatayo yung property.
Pareho lang yun.
Sir, question po.
Sige Ma'am Arlene.
Sir, what if mag-spot cash yung buyer?
Now, if
Kailan po yung turnover?
kailan turnover? Okay.
Yes.
If mag-spot ka si buyer tapos pre-selling ang project, kung ano yung prevailing term ng equity, yun ang period na i-construct. So ibig sabihin, kahit nag-spot cash si buyer ng equity, he still needs to wait for 24 months, for example.
The same sir, di ba? The same sir, kahit spot cash.
The same pa rin.
The same pa rin.
If pre-selling siya, wala pang bahay, tapos
Same pa rin.
si buyer nag-decide siya na
Yung
magbayad
spot
siya
cash,
ng spot cash
the same pa rin yung turnover.
kasi pre-selling pa eh. Ang
Oo.
turnover period is the same pa rin
The same.
according to the payment terms na naka-indicate doon sa price list nila. Kasi yun din ang nakalagay doon sa contract to sell nila dyan eh. May contract to sell yan eh. So nakalagay din po doon sa
Opo,
contract to sell
nakalagay na yun.
na ito yung number of months na i-construct yung bahay. So kahit mag-spot ka siya, Arlene, if in case pre-selling ang unit,
Yes.
still the same. Kaya may suggestion, kasi sa payment of equity, no interest yan eh. Well, para sa
Yes.
akin, there's no point na bayaran niya in full kasi it doesn't make a difference eh,
Sir.
whether hulugan siya or in cash. Except
Sir,
for the commission, of course.
Yes, mas advantage sa atin yung mga seller kasi yung commission direct din sa atin. Yung buyer maghihintay pa ng bahay nila. Turnover.
Yes, the only advantage for the spot DP is you get the commission. But on the side of buyer, it will not make any difference paying it in cash and paying it in installment. Ang benefit lang sa atin because we get the commission.
Dapat cash para makuha niyo una yung commission si buyer maghintay pa sa bahay.
Hindi rin ganun dyan, but because we've got to be fair also with the client, no? As much as we want commission, we have to be fair also with the client. They need to know na ito yung magiging waiting period nila eh. Ito yung situation.
Hindi makuha diretso yung payment sir sa seller yung commission nila direct pag spot cash.
Pag spot cash, makuha ang commission. Sabi ko pa nga, kung pre-selling, tapos mag-spot cash, makuha naman ang commission.
Diretso, oo nga.
But what I said is we've got to be fair with the buyer because
Yes,
even
yes.
if nag-spot cash siya, he still need to wait for a period of time to build the property.
The property.
Kaya nga sabi ko, this is not just all about our commission. We've got to be
Yes.
fair with the client.
Fair with the
We've got to be
client.
fair with the client. We've got to stick to that regulation na as much as we want commission, we want to make it sure that it's fair also to the client. So we've got to explain, no?
Yes.
Kasi kahit bayaran niya in full yan, pre-selling pa, syempre wala pa development sa mga kalsada at iba pa, definitely hindi rin po ma-turnover agad yan. So
Yes.
babalik at babalik yan doon sa terms, doon nakasulat sa contract to sell kung ano yung duration doon, no? So
Yes.
with regards to our
Sir.
commission, there's no problem. Sige, Arlene.
Yes. Sir, if spot cash on RFO, pag nagbayad siya ng buo spot cash, ready to move in na talaga siya.
Yes, yes. Pag spot cash, ready to move in na siya. And also, the commission will also be processed immediately by the developer also. If it's
Yes.
spot cash. Oo.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Welcome, Arlene. Meron pa ba question? You asked, no, what if ready for the occupancy na sir, then spot cash? Ayan, nasagot na, no? Pag ready for occupancy, spot cash, there's no problem. They can move in, you get our commission, that's no problem. But if it's pre-selling, tapos wala pang land development doon, I mean, the terms, na prevailing terms as to how many months na i-build siya, that will still prevail. Yes. Better advice talaga, BJ, si client kung ano yung situation. Ma'am, ito yung pre-selling, ito yung number of months, para Para hindi babalikan ni client pa. Kasi kung hindi mo i-explain yan, babalikan ka ni client kung bakit nagbayad na ako, bakit hindi pa ako nakapag-move in, tapos ako nagbayad. That actually goes back, magbubumirang yan sa atin eh. Because hindi natin in-explain talaga ng maayos na ito yung condition, ma'am. Pre-selling to, wala pang land development, kahit nagbayad ka in full, we've got to wait until they fully develop the property saka po ma-turn over sa atin, no? Kaya
Yes,
kaya nga ang equity is no interest eh. That explains why, because naghintay ka pa eh. Kaya hindi sila nagpa-interest. Ang may interest yung loan na talaga. Okay, any more question? Kung wala na, let's proceed, no? Okay, ito. Ang iba sa inyo, actually, meron na sigurong loan calculator, no? Financial calculator. But to those na wala pa, I suggest mag-download kayo. Siguro, Dumaguete people, Bacolod people, our Cagayan team, mag-download kayo. Financial calculator, it looks like this. Okay. Now, this is very important because you are going to use this application para mag-compute ng monthly amortization sa loan. Okay? Ang equity, payments ng equity monthly, minsan ay kadalasan, binibigay na talaga yan kung magkano ang monthly niyan. However, doon sa loanable amount, dito, tayo na po talaga ang magkukompute po talaga niyan. Okay? Now, the purpose of financial calculator ay para ma-compute mo kung magkano yung magiging monthly amortization according to the terms. Okay. Now, let's say for example, mayroon ka ng application. Pag pindot mo niyan, ang lalabas ay itong sa second picture, no? Just click loan calculator na. Click here na loan calculator. Ito yung lalabas. Na makikita mo may loan amount, may interest rate, tapos may loan term. Okay, ito lang tatlo, no? Loan amount, interest rate, at saka loan term. Wag nang lagyan ng information itong extra payment per month. Okay, no need na po yan. Okay. Now, saan mo makikita ang loan amount? Puntahan mo sa price list. Doon sa price list, nakalagay doon, reservation, equity, at magkano yung loanable amount. Magkano yung loanable amount, yan ang ilalagay nyo po dyan. Okay? Okay, let's say for example, ito po. Let's say for example, doon sa price list, contract price 1.5. Ang down payment, tinotal ko na lang, let's say for example, 300,000. Reservation fee, 20,000. So ang net DP is 280. Magkano yung difference na loanable amount? 300 yung down payment, 1.5 yung contract price. So ang loanable amount is 1.2. Ngayon, ilagay nyo po dyan, 1.2. Yan po yung loanable amount. Doon mo tingnan sa price list, ha? Makikita mo yan sa price list. Now, ito lang po yung rate na tandaan nyo po. Pag Pag-ibig, use 6.5. No, pag Pag-ibig. Pag bangko, use 8%. There are banks that offers lower interest. Actually, there are banks also that offers higher, pero mostly lower. Okay. Now, kung kayo ay nag-a-attend ng PKS ng Camellia Homes, manotice nyo na si Camellia, ang ginagamit nila na interest rate ay 9.5%. Okay, medyo mataas. Ang ginagawa ni Camellia actually, naniniguro lang sila. But actually, in the actual niyan, ay hindi po yan 9.5. Most of the bank rates actually are lower than 8%. Most. Sa ngayon ha, most of the bank rates are lower than 8%. So, to make it safe, for Pag-ibig is 6.5 and for bank, it's 8%. So ganito lang. Lagay niyo po yung loan amount, tapos yung interest rate, 6.5, tapos ilagay niyo po yung loan term, 30 years, for example. 30 years. Click niyo calculate. Ayan, lalabas. Monthly payment, 7,500. So ibig sabihin, kahit in the middle of the night, pwede mong sagutin si buyer, magkano ba yung monthly ko dyan? Type mo. Loanable amount, interest rate, tapos loan term. Ma'am, 7,500 po sa loan amount na 1.2, 7,500 po yung monthly nyo for 30 years. Yeah. Pag tinanong ka na, pag 20 years, magkano naman? O palitan mo yung 30 ng 20. Tapos click, calculate. Yan, lalabas yan. No? So that's how easy it is. No? That's how easy it is. Ito po yung application na to na lahat po tayo dapat meron. Okay? Ito pong application na to, dapat po lahat tayo meron. Don't you worry, itong application na to operates even if wala po kayong data. Kahit walang internet po, mag-ooperate po yan. So you download financial calculator. Okay? Importante po yan. Kung hindi po siya madadownload dyan sa mga phone ninyo, tanggalin nyo po yung mga naka-download na mga Mobile Legends. So, tanggalin nyo yung mga Mobile Legends na yan. So palitan nyo po ng financial calculator. Makakapasok yan because that is very important. Okay? There are actually important apps na kailangan talagang meron talaga tayo. Okay? Anyway, your upline can help you with that, or can facilitate. Ma-facilitate po kayo ng upline ninyo with regards to the downloading of the financial calculator. So you ask your upline how are you going to download it. Okay? Now here, dito po tayo sa last portion. Dito po tayo sa pagpo-post, ha? Within your team group chat, okay, doon sa team group chat ninyo, may nakikita po kayo na mga post po doon, okay? About projects. There are photos and informations. Now, here, listen carefully. Basa-basa din pag may time. Okay, ha? Basa-basa din pag may time. Because in that information na na-share ng mga BDMs natin, okay? And BDM, by the way, if there are BDMs that are listening here right now, make a format for your projects that other agents can easily copy. If you want your projects na i-push ng mga agent natin, BDMs, prepare a format that is ready to post like this. Okay? Now here, in the information, nakalagay po dyan, ito, let's say for example, ito, Santa Maria Village, 2-story townhouse, location, ayan o, nakalagay yung location. So, it will, sometimes yung post, it will bear the name of the project and a short description with location. Kaya nga, I always say, basa-basa pag may time. Then, sometimes in the post ay nakalagay din po doon ang mga landmarks or accessibilities. Okay? Ayan o, located in an exclusive subdivision, 1 kilometer away from churches, 5 minutes to drive to Gaisano. Landmarks actually helps your buyer pictures the location of the project. At ito po ang message ang message na matatanggap ni buyer ay ang convenience. Pag nakita ni buyer na itong project na to ay malapit doon sa common destination na pinupuntahan niya, it will create an interest sa kanya na it's okay for me if I'm gonna live there because malapit lang pala sa grocery, ay malapit lang pala sa school, ay malapit lang pala sa church. And he will have the idea na if I will transfer into that new location, komportable lang ako. So, just a short description, no? By the way, these are available in the brochures. But it is important that you go on a site tour so that you can validate really if yung landmark na yan ay nandyan talaga doon. Okay? Sometimes, our conviction in explaining the project, the location and everything matters if tayo mismo talaga ay nandun. We were able to witness. Okay? Next, property details, property description, lot area, floor area, ilang story ba yan, ilang kwarto, ilang toilet and bath, living room, kitchen, dining, may garage ba? Oh. Ano pa ba ang meron doon? Sliding window na ba siya or jealousy? May provision ba for the cable TV or what? In short, get all the needed information that you can get and especially highlight doon sa mga salient features or unique features. Minsan may mga units na may mga unique features. So you highlight on those unique features. Bakit to? Because yung unique feature, yun po yung magiging selling point ng project na yan. So there will be a portion that will best describe what is the unit inside and out. Okay? Para magkakaroon ng idea. Kaya, ito yung always ko sinasabi, basa-basa din ha, pag may time. Don't just copy, read it before copying it. Okay? Next is, yan, my payment computation. Now, this one, sa nakikita nyo, ayan, nakalagay down payment, pre-selling price, reservation fee, magkano monthly pag sa equity, tapos loanable amount. No? Ito is initial information lamang. No? That will somehow stir up the curiosity of few of our buyers. So how will you do that? How will you get the information with that? Pupunta kayo sa price list. Okay? Nandoon lahat yan sa price list. Okay? Then, probably, put a little description of the amenities if there are. No? Ano bang meron doon? Swimming pool, multipurpose, basketball, may gym ba yan? Or whatever is inside. Then prepare 3 to 4 unique photos that you can form or make a collage. Okay. Now, ang kadalasan na ginagawa natin ay mag-post ng maraming picture. Well, as much as possible, I will not recommend that. It's because if in case loading masyado ang internet connection ni client, hindi rin niya mabubuksan lahat ng mga pictures na yan. I suggest, if you have 3 to 4 unique photos with you, form a collage using Canva. Mag-download kayo ng application na Canva, aralin nyo ang Canva. Ready template yan ang Canva. Ilalagay nyo lang ang mga pictures na yan. Para makagawa kayo ng isang napakagandang collage. Okay? So, download lang kayo ng Canva. Okay? Libre po yan. Walang bayad yan. Canva. Mayroon kayong 3 to 4 unique photos. Lagay nyo sa Canva para medyo attractive siya. Then put a little captions on it. Okay? Mas maganda po pag ganun kasi magaan siya i-open. No, magaan siya i-open. Then, the bottom part, the last portion, make sure that you've got to put in these details. Okay? Always at the footnote, put the name of the company, the 818 Premier Properties Incorporated. Put the SEC registration number. Put the PRC license number. Put the DSHUD number. Dapat nakikita po to bawat post. Saka mo na ilagay yung contact details mo. Okay? Dapat nandoon po yung legality. No? Dapat nakita po doon sa footnote or sa foot badge ang legality. Full name of the company, SEC registration, PRC, DSHUD, then bottom, your contact details. No? So, huwag niyong kalimutan yan. Okay, ha? Huwag niyong kalimutan yan. Okay. So, that's it, no? We're done. No, we're done. Madali lang pala, no? So, any question before we go, no? Kasi Lunes bukas. Trabaho time. No? Do you have any questions that you have in mind? Ano tayo bukas? Mag part 3 tayo bukas. May ano pa tayo? 103, no? May 103 tayo para tuloy-tuloy yung magiging learnings po natin. Any other questions that you wanted to ask? By the way, I would like to make... Oh, sige ma'am. Ma'am Arlene. Good evening.
Question lang ko kanang bago pa man ko invite ni Ma'am Janet. Then naman ko client gusto niya ikuan ang iyahang lote ba? Lot. Ibaligya.
We don't entertain that, ma'am. We only sell projects from developers.
From developers lang.
We don't entertain properties like that. Na mga private properties.
Then kung about sa real estate, pwede na ba mag-post sa kanang FB?
Yes, you can actually.
Pwede kayo, pwede.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Salamat.
Just follow the guidelines na akong ipakita, ma'am. Just make sure at the bottom you write the name
Itong
of the
last.
company,
Badge.
6 registration number, PRC license number, and the DSHUD number. It has to appear.
Okay. Happy,
Yes.
sir. Thank you.
Ma'am Arlene, I will teach you.
Okay, thank you, Ma'am Janet.
Okay, any more question? Bukas mag-part 3 tayo because we're going to have a few more. This mga basic lang naman itong mga pag-uusapan natin, but this is very important. Now, this is very important. By the way, after this, the video is I'm gonna send it to your email and to your group chat. Please do share to your downlines na hindi naka-attend ngayon, no, para at least they can review it by themselves.
Ay, team, developer to developer lang tayo ha.
And by the way, I would like to make some announcement na by Tuesday, no, this coming Tuesday, we will be having a seminar in Cagayan de Oro, in McDonald's in Limkitcay. If you do have prospects in Cagayan de Oro to become an agent, no, to become an agent, please do send them there. Limkitcay McDonald's, right across Starbucks. No, dili na nila, they cannot miss it. No, they cannot miss it. No, Limkitcay McDonald's right across Starbucks. No, so that's Tuesday, 2 p.m.
Sir.
Tuesday 2 p.m. Tuesday 2 p.m. So just ano na lang, no, just keep in touch with your uplines para ma-facilitate din po. Okay, especially doon sa mga malalayo. Yung nasa Cebu, Dumaguete, or kahit saan, you can do inform your upline so that ma-notify na rin po whoever is in Cagayan de Oro. Okay? So I guess that's it, no? Thank you very much.
Earlier, sir, tomorrow dapat na sila mahatag na recruit or asa dapit para mag-guide na ako para pagkuan sir na uban sir nga manguli na lang sir kay wala nakatuod.
They can manage that, no? Let the upline manage that in going there, and somehow in here we've got to be patient. No? You tell your prospect na they got to be patient in really looking for. I mean, McDonald's in Limkitcay, they cannot miss that, no? It's very visible, no? It's very visible. Lizelle Baflor asking for Luzon venue. I will not have a venue in Manila. I am going there and we are going to meet only in any possible restaurant. Okay? I'll be meeting them in a restaurant or in a coffee shop. I will not hold a function seminar. No, Lizelle, I'm not going to hold a function seminar. We are going to simply just discuss. I suggest if you have downline in Manila, Lizelle, pa-attend mo muna siya sa Zoom ngayong Thursday. Pagpunta ko doon, mag-usap lang muna kami with regards to how are we going to organize. Okay? Hindi po ako magpipresent doon na one-on-one kasi I will not have the liberty of time. I am going there in Manila in order to organize sila. So it is important if you have prospect, Lizelle, in Manila, pa-join mo muna siya sa Zoom, orient mo siya sa business, kasali siya sa meeting ko para we will organize, no? Mag-organize kami so that we will be able to have an activity there in Manila after, no? Kasi we cannot just shoot agad-agad doon tapos after that iwan natin. So it will be organization ang pagpunta ko doon. Okay?
Ay, sir, good evening. Karon na siyang Wednesday, good sir?
Wednesday for what?
Seminar Luzon.
Hindi man ka ng Wednesday. Wala man ko i-announce Wednesday.
Ah, okay.
CDO ra na sir. CDO ra na siya ma'am.
Tuesday is Cagayan de Oro City. Tuesday 2 p.m. Cagayan de Oro City. So Tuesday Cagayan de Oro, ha? Tuesday Cagayan de Oro City. Sa Manila, I will be there in 28, 29, 30, 31 within that week, but I will be there for organization. So if you have contacts there, pa-attend nyo muna sila sa Zoom para magkaroon sila ng idea what's the business is all about. Pagpunta ko doon, it would be more of organization na meeting para magkaroon po tayo ng leaders doon. Para organize ang leader. Yes, we have leaders there ngayon, but we want to organize them. No, we want to organize them kasi hindi pa sila that organized. Okay, so it's past 9 already, no? And I believe you have some work pa to do tomorrow because it's Monday. Thank you very much for spending your time with us. See you tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the evening. We'll do have one training pa because right after the training natin bukas, mababiyahe pa po ako papuntang Cagayan de Oro on midnight. Okay? So, ano lang muna tayo, maximizing the time. So, thank you very much and God bless you all. Bye-bye!